Recording is in process in the proceeding process. Hello everyone, welcome to Sue Lee's podcast. That's not the name of this podcast. My name of the podcast is Overthinkers Society. Welcome to Overthinkers Society. Welcome. This is a podcast where I overthink. Sometimes I'm serious as frick sometimes. Most of the times, but sometimes, like right now, I would just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn on my camera and just do a little brain vomit session. Got a lot of poo things in my head going on most of the time. And you know what? No one judges me if I say this is me talking to myself. I mean, I guess it's not really me talking to myself anymore because by the time you're watching this, this is not gonna be a private thing anymore. Oh. I think I need a mic shield probably. Probably need a mic shield. But also, I don't give a freak. Oh. My neck just gurgled. Well, first and foremost, before I get into some crazy vomit shit, I wanted to do a little news session. Welcome to Sue Lee's new news. Welcome to Sue Lee's news, a little segment in Overthinkers Society where I talk about news that nobody asked for. I guess the news is that I'm kind of semi-living in the States now. I was supposed to go back home back to South Korea, back to my home, where I am depressed 80% of the time because I have no friends and I have no social life, and I just eat at home. That was the plan that I had in mind only till just yesterday or the day before. I was supposed to take the flight back to South Korea, and I even booked a flight ticket. And then a few days ago, my sister called me and she was like, why are you coming back to Korea? And I was like, that's actually a good question. That's actually a pretty great question. I didn't know what the answer was. So I started thinking, why am I going back to Korea if I'm miserable there all the time? And why? Is it the food? Is it the family? Which, yes, I miss my family a lot, but also they agree as well that it feels like I'm literally living right next to them when I FaceTime them every single day, or for like 40 to an hour every day. So, sometimes I feel like I talk more with my family when I'm abroad than when I'm back home. Because, when you're apart, you just have this more, you just develop this sudden love, love that comes from not seeing each other. Like, you know what? That person was a bit of a bitch to live with. I may be a bit of a bitch of a daughter to live with, but when I'm abroad, maybe the bitchiness goes away and I'm actually missed by my family. Vice versa. No, my family's lovely. My family's lovely. I miss them a lot. It's just that I feel like they're always with me anyways. So why am I going back to Korea? I guess there's not really much reason. And so I decided that I'm gonna just cancel the flight altogether. Not to mention that the flight was back to Korea was a one-way flight and it was like $2,000. So I was not mad about canceling it, even with the cancellation fees. I don't know what's going on with the flight prices, but it's going crazy right now. I don't know what is going on. So, yeah, I'm in LA, and I'm gonna be in LA for however long it may take me. It's kind of scary if I think about it, but also, you know what? I don't care. I like it here, and that's all that matters. I mean, the rent has been a little vicious. Been looking at some rent places, and some of the prices kind of freak me out. It's like, nani? Nani? But also, I'm very lucky to say that I've got a lot of really amazing people around me, and some of them offered me some great accommodations. So I feel like I'm in very good hands of lots of loving people, lots of loving and caring people. So I'm gonna be in LA one way or another. I'm gonna try to find a way to be here. Settle my butt and see how Los Angeles likes the flavor of the butt that I sit on. That's what I meant. That's what I said. I meant it. I'm kind of worried about driving though. Driving kind of worries me because I looked into it, like I thought about cycling everywhere, but then I envisioned myself like cycling down the highway and crashing into a car and just was like final destination daydream. It was not great. So no cycling. And then I moved on to, okay, what if I rollerblade everywhere in LA? And then I realized I got the same premonition, I guess. And then I was like, nope, never mind. And so I guess no matter how much I think about it, it's like driving is the only way that I can get by. Driving is the only way I can visit cat shelters anytime I want. Is the only way I can visit and shop at thrift shops and go to a nearby ice skating rink, or go explore and see what the neighboring Los Angeles street cats are like. See if I can make some friend cats off the street. See if I can train myself for the next level, cat whispering level. You know, all that sort of fun stuff. It's only possible if I can drive when I'm in Los Angeles, and I just can't drive. I do have my driver's license. It's just that I got my driver's license only to use it as an ID. So I have not driven since I have obtained my driver's license, which was quite a long time ago. So I don't know how to start a car. Sometimes I have trouble opening a car, let alone starting a car. So I think that goes to say that I'm probably not the most qualified person to be driving right now, even if I do have a driver's license. Apparently, I need to get a driver's license in California if I need to drive as well. So it's not the matter of like just practicing driving in a car and then, I don't know, get a license. Wait, no, hold on. What did I just say? I think I'm falling asleep. I think my brain is falling asleep. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, it do be. It do be. You know what? No pressure. Today, I set my mind. I set out to say that, you know what? I'm going to say whatever I want in this episode. If you're still listening to this, are you okay? Nothing personal. Just saying, you know. I'm just curious what brings you here? What made you stay? Because I'm looking at myself from like a third person angle right now, and it's like, damn, what is this girl talking about? This girl's talking about shit, picking on her scabs on her foot. Got so many mosquito bites recently. So many mosquito bites on my leg. everywhere on my leg but my feet. It's so frustrating. If you know me well enough, you would know that I am a huge fan of getting mosquito bites on my feet. Not a very specific part of the feet as well, not like on the top of the feet, but on the bottom, like the sole of the feet, of the foot, of the toe foot, the sole, the flat surface part. I don't know why, but I like it. I just love it. I love it. It's like it's like the opposite of pet peeve. It's like very good thing, good pet peeve. I like it. It's like a very specific thing that I really like. And god damn it, these mosquitoes. I even held out my toe, my feet midair so that the mosquitoes could I'm just literally asking for it. I'm like, guys, please come. The feet is wide open. Just go. And they bite everywhere but my feet. I don't know, maybe my feet stinks. It doesn't, though. It does not stink. I can clarify. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm lying right now. You can't smell it right now, so... It doesn't smell. Please believe me, it does not smell. Even if it does, it's okay too. That's fine. Hey, everybody has different body odors. Even if we try to get rid of it, we all have body odor. I wonder what I smell like to other people. Like, you know how when they say like, oh, I miss the smell of my grandpa. You know, like I love your smell. Like I love Julia's smell. I love, oh damn, do you know how Caroline always smells really nice? Or like, do you know how like Jack smells like Jack? Kind of thing. You know, I wonder what I smell like. Like, I wonder if I have my distinctive me smell. And I wonder if it's pleasant enough. I feel like nowadays I actually smell like just tater tots. That's what I smell like nowadays because obviously that's the only thing that I eat nowadays. Tater tots and broccolis. That's my diet. I guess I just realized that I've unintentionally and subconsciously been on a tater tot and broccoli diet. I wonder if this has been done before. There's some crazy diets out there. Atkins diet, fat-free diet, carb-free diet, carb-full diet, fat-full diet, meat-only diet, plant-only diet, fruit-only diet, one-food diet, and then there is tater tots and broccoli diet. If nobody has coined it yet, I'm gonna go ahead right now and coin it myself. Tater tots and broccoli's diet by Sue Lee. That's my upcoming book, guys. I'll be going on my little book tour in a bit. I hope you can support and buy the book. It's titled Tater Tots and Broccolis. 100 days. Oh, less than 30 days to give yourself some greasy depression and saggy butt. The fastest way you can get saggy butt and malnutrition. Call now. 1-800 eat your tater tots and barbecue sauce with some broccoli. Call now. I like tater tots a lot. I just like it. I like potatoes. I like potatoes in general. I think potatoes are amazing things. They're just really cute. They're very cute things. They look like little balls of ball. They look like innocent balls of rocks. They look like rocks, but edible rocks, you know, like cute edible rocks. That's what potatoes look like to me. So they already have a very pleasant, cute, round, very very adorable appearance. But not only do they look good, but they taste good. Especially fried. Especially when they're crushed into a million pieces and formed into a little bowl called tater tots. And dipped in some barbecue sauce. It's the best. It is the best. I love tater tots. I like them quite extra crispy on the outside, and I like to have them a little cold. Not like cold, but like a little warm, not like hot, sizzling hot. So I always usually leave my tater tots after they're cooked in the oven for another extra like 20 minutes. So that it's like crispy, but it's like also kind of chewy because it's not too hot anymore. You know how like hot foods just dissolve in your mouth because they're too hot, so they're just a goo because they're too hot. Like the food can't hold its own substance together. It's like it loses its consistency because it's so hot. I don't like it. I don't like that. That's no true way to eat tater tots. You let it cook and let it settle. Let it cultivate itself. Let it formulate itself. Let it develop itself into a fully fledged tater tots, which is the cold tater tots. I've been on the search for specific food, frozen or fresh. Actually, preferably frozen because frozen vegetables are easy to cook. But I've been looking for frozen okras everywhere. I'm around like a Mexican, very like a Mexican heavy population. Around me, there's a very heavy Mexican population around me. So a lot of the supermarkets nearby are like just kind of a lot of Mexican food. So it's kind of harder to find stuff like curry or any Asian food or, I don't know, kimchi, Italian food. It's kind of hard to find those things. It's always kind of salsa, tortillas, which I'm not mad about, but I'm looking for okras. Anybody seen okras nearby? And I can't find okras. I think they're pretty rare vegetables anyway, okras. Not a lot of supermarkets stock them, but I found a bag of frozen okras the other day at a supermarket. I think they were like called Vaughn's or something, or Ralph's. It was either Vaughn's or Ralph's. Either way, they sound like a shoe brand. They sound like the CEO started out the supermarket chain thinking with the ambition that they want to someday branch out their supermarket chain into a shoe chain. But they just like the business grew so much that they just decided that they'll just stick to the supermarket chain. That's what Ralph's and Vaughn's sound like to me. Anywho, I'm pretty sure it was Ralph's. I went to Ralph's and they sold frozen okras, and I had some okra. I just dumped it in the microwave for a few minutes. Didn't really expect much out of it because I'd had pickled okras before, and it was pretty underwhelming. I love okras, but I really didn't like pickled okras. It was just like everything good about the okra was taken away, and the good thing turned into a devilish sliminess that tastes like I felt like I was eating a baby alien. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't like pickled okras. It was too weird. too slimy and no texture whatsoever. It was just, ugh. It's just, ooh, no. I felt like I was, yeah, nope. It was no good. So I didn't really expect, like, I had, at that time, I had only had, like, fried, like, stir-fried raw okra, which was glorious. It was absolutely glorious when you stir-fry okra with some Korean, like, gochujang and some soy sauce and a little bit of seasoning here and there. Oh my god, it's the best thing in the entire world, I swear to god. So I didn't really have, like, after being disappointed by the pickled okras, I didn't really have much expectation for the iced, like the frozen ones, but oh my god, it was pretty dang good. 10 out of 10 would buy it again. I was very impressed by how great the eating experience was. So yeah, I mean, again, I wish I had a car so that I can just go to a okra selling supermarket nearby and then just grab 6 bags of okra and just have that as my dinner. I could definitely have it. Like, I think I'm slowly moving away from my barbecue sauce phase to an okra phase. I would definitely move into my okra phase a lot faster, just like that, if they just sold more okras around where I am right now. I'm actually tempted to, there are like 2 places that I'm considering to, I am lucky enough to consider choosing between where to stay while I'm here in LA, and I'm in love with okra so much to a point where I might actually take that into consideration. You know, which place is closer to a supermarket that sells okra, and the closer one is the one I choose, because both are very good options. Very, very generous, lovely options. I love okra. Oh man, I want some okra right now, but all I have is broccolis and tater tots in my frozen food freezer. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad, actually. I'm getting a little hunger. Talking about some food. I wish I could cook better. Like, I had a brief phase, and I still would if it wasn't too expensive eating out or like buying food or ordering food every night. But I had a little phase of eating Thai curry like every single night while I was on tour. I love curry. I love Thai curry. It's the best. Thai curries are the best. Especially Penang curry. Penang curries are super cool. They are the creamiest, the most glorious thing you can ever have. All thanks to coconut milk. Coconut milk is pretty damn good, man. Coconut cream, coconut milk. See, this is why I was a little hesitant about recording this episode, because I knew for a fact that recording this podcast is gonna make me super hungry. I always, for some reason, end up really super hungry after live streaming or recording a podcast episode. I don't know why. Maybe I'm overthinking too much. You know? Maybe I'm overthinking too much. You know, actually, in hindsight, actually, I wanna give myself a little pat on the back, actually. Looking back, I just had a little like moment of, like a split second moment of reminiscing back to all the episodes in the past, starting from episode 1 of Overthinkers Society. Oh, I think I just like swore in Korean by accident, just out of gibberish. It just mixed out. Anyway, I like I like looking back to I like life. I like life a lot. Anyways, that's not the point that I meant to say. My point was that looking back to all the previous episodes from day 1 of doing this podcast, I feel like I started out this podcast hoping that I would be able to become less of an overthinker, or if I stay as like, or not so much like be less of an overthinker, but be more okay with it. Like, because when I started out doing this podcast, I was like a very confused person. I mean, I'm scared to even like look back to it now because I feel like I'm gonna go cringe. I sound like, I personally feel like I sound like a completely different person, when in reality it's not so much that I've changed as a person, but I think it's just like I've learned how to, I'm in the process of finding my true self. Sounds like a bit of a weird like, I am on the journey of finding my true self, and I am now the who I am right now is the who I am that I always was. I was only just in the process of unveiling what was truly within. I sound like I'm trying to be woke as fuck, but no. I'm just saying, I think I'm like finding what I feel the most natural being the person that I am. And part of that is being an overthinker, it still is, and I'm pretty sure it will be in the far future. But it's just that the big change is that, like, I think I've recently kind of come to terms with my overthinking tendencies to a point where I can like now laugh about it, kind of. Like, I can not take myself, I feel like I'm pretty capable. I'm not always capable, but many times find myself capable of kind of not being too serious about everything, about my overthinking tendencies. Like, I feel like I can kind of be in this like weird meta position where I'm like, ha ha ha, I'm overthinking again, ha ha ha, ha ha, what a miserable mind I have. You know, just kind of laughing at myself. So basically, simply put, I think I've gotten better at laughing at myself. I've gotten better at being a tsundere to myself. No, I don't think that's the right term to use. I think I've gotten better at teasing myself. No, I think I've gotten better at bullying myself. No, bullying has got a negative connotation. I feel like you know what? I think I've learned, or still learning, is getting better at being a friend to myself. I think that's the right way to put it. Yes. I'm very satisfied. I'm very satisfied to this little revelation that I just had. That was a little journey that I just had. What is it? Is this have I learned how to bully myself? Have I learned how to be myself? Have I learned how to teach myself? Oh, I have learned how to become a better friend for myself. I mean, maybe this is me taking a detour, because probably this is whatever that I just said, whatever that I've said this whole podcast has probably already been said and done in some kind of self-help book, self-development book at some point. But you know what? As somebody who's very passionate about reading self-help books, and nonfiction books, I can say from experience, at least for myself personally, that nothing is as helpful and life-changing and influential as actual experience. Like, no, like, I love books. I think books are great. Books can give you some guidance to, like, oh, how to, like, maybe it gives you suggestions. It's a good suggestion. Books are good suggestions as to, like, what you can try to see how you like it or not. But you won't know if it's good for you if the advice given in a particular book is applicable to you unless you try it and really, like, experience it yourself. I mean, I don't know how I got here, but basically I just took a long ass detour of learning how to be a better friend for myself. I like it. I like being with myself. I quite like it. It's pretty nice. Sometimes I can't bear it. I can't bear my own brain. I can't bear my own body. Like, oh god, it's like, fuck. Just feel like ripping my brain out of my head. Feel like ripping my skin out of my body. I feel like ripping my toenails out of my thing, because sometimes my toenails be pretty ugly. Sometimes I just want to be reborn. You know? Like, I hate this. Why am I like this? I wish I could just reincarnate, like in a isekai anime, you know? Like, I want to reincarnate as a slime. You know, like, how fun would that be? I just want to be a slime. Like, I want to be a slime. I was talking the other day about... A lot of people have been talking about octopus lately. I think there's like... what sparked it was like there's recently been like... Or I don't know if it's a recent thing, but there's like a very acclaimed documentary about octopus. Octopuses. 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 Serious time. No, I need to be serious. There was recently a documentary apparently about octopuses and how they are actually much more intelligent than any other creatures out there, maybe even humans. I never really had much interest in octopus myself, so I don't really know from experience. Next time I do get the occasion to meet an octopus, I might try to talk with them. That'd be very fun. And I'm very ashamed to say that I've never talked to an octopus or attempted to kind of have some sort of intellectual communication or observe their level of intelligence in an awe-filled, inspired way. I'd never really observed them, but I have eaten a whole load of them. I love octopus. My mom and I always used to eat octopus jerky that we always buy on our trip back from Japan. They sell a lot of octopus like products, octopus jerkies, octopus skewers, octopus takoyaki. That's it. Yeah, takoyaki is a octopus snack. A street food, Japanese octopus street food. It's a little bowl of glory and octopus pieces, sliced octopuses. So I don't know. I mean, people are saying like these octopuses are gonna take over the world someday, and they're gonna revenge on everybody who has eaten them. So I'll probably get eaten pretty quickly myself. It's kind of terrifying. I hope it doesn't hurt. I mean, they don't. Yeah, I hope they don't have like sharp teeth or anything like that. I just hope they could just gulp me in one gulp, and I just want to go. I just want to close my. I just want to be unconscious as soon as possible if I ever get eaten by an octopus. I want them to have like a poison that just paralyzes me, and just I will just peacefully melt into nourishing the octopus that has consumed me. I'm not mad at that. As long as I don't feel the pain, I'm okay with that. I don't think that's a bad way to go. Just don't make me feel it. Don't make me feel my body being dissolved in an octopus's head, or wherever one goes when you get eaten by an octopus, because octopus don't look like they've got a stomach. Or maybe what we think that what their head is probably maybe a stomach. So maybe they just don't have a head. Maybe octopuses are just legs and a stomach. Hey, I never thought about that actually. Cause like if you like see Squidward, for instance, like his head is the head. So we always think like, oh, the round part must be the head because it looks like a head. But like in what standards? Like, yes, of course, like human head is round-ish. That doesn't mean that just because that part of octopus's thing looks round, it means it's a head. Maybe it's an ear. maybe it's a hair. Maybe it's a giant nose. You know, maybe octopus is just a big nose. You know, like just it's how like, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's just a nose walking around, just sliding around with some tentacles. Maybe that's what octopuses are. They're giant nose. Yeah, octopus kind of freak me out. I wonder what it feels like to like walk around. I wonder what it feels like to have 8 arms. Like, I mean, the same thing with like spiders. Like they have 8 legs. Like how does that work? Like how does the coordination work? Like it sounds confusing as frick. Like do you know? Like it's kind of amazing if you think about it. Like, damn. I have a hard time coordinating. I have a hard time trying to keep up with my 2 legs. Trying not to like trip on air or something. I always trip on air. Air just always gets in the way. It always gets in the way when I'm trying to walk. It's that damn air. Always tripping on air. So like, how does an ant, how does a spider, how does a caterpillar, like caterpillars, like how many legs do caterpillars have? Like 60 million? Like they have like little fur as their legs. It's kind of fascinating. Like, do you have nerves on each leg? Or like, how does that work? How does that work? Is that like a different dimensional thing that we can't ever understand? Probably is. We could probably never understand. I mean, tonight, hopefully, maybe because I'm talking about it, maybe I have high hopes that I might be able to have a dream of being an octopus. That'd be fun. Oh my gosh. What if you're a snake? Like, what does being a snake feel like? Because now we're going the polar opposite from having more than 4 legs. We're going to like no legs or anything poking out. You are the one that's poking. Your whole existence is poking out if you're a snake. You're just a longer poke. Just one poke. Like, how does that feel? Like, what does that feel like? Like, what does it feel like to be that flexible? Like, what does it feel like to be able to, like, wrap around a tree branch? You know, like, what? What? How does that work? How do you guys feel? Like, you know, like, how does that feel? Does it hurt? Or do you, like, have to stretch? Do you, like, are there, like, amongst snakes, do you have, like, the more flexible ones and the less flexible ones? And you, like, and the snakes that are less flexible than the other snakes gets, like, bullied or something? It's like, oh, you're not flexible enough. Jimmy is not flexible enough. Or, like, you know, do you guys have, like, that kind of system? I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if, like, concepts of, like bullying or, like, beef or, like, drama or, like, breakups and stuff happen amongst animals. Like, I think definitely animals, like, are already, like, researched enough to, like, you know, like, animals, especially, like, apes, they're known to, like, have similar traits as humans, like, forming little tribes and families and, like, having little hierarchies and stuff. But you know what fascinates me the most? It's like ants and bees, like insects. They're like, when you go to the level of ants and bees, there's like this whole ass thing. Like, there's a queen bee, but, like, they have soldier bees, but they also have, like, the baby bees that, like, the queen bee lays. So the queen bee, like where does the queen bee, like, get the babies from? Is the queen bee, like, a hoe? Does the queen bee has a king bee? Is it just one king bee, or does she have, like, multiple different king bees? And how does she choose one? And do the other king bees, like, if she has more than one king bee, do the other king bees get ever jealous? Do they ever have beef with each other? Or is it all, like, it's all good? Like, they're all like, hey, it's all good, bro, you know? Or do they have, like, gay bees? Do they have gay bees? Like, do they have lesbian bees? You know? That stuff fascinates me, and it kind of sucks that we haven't figured that out yet. Or have we? I don't know. I haven't done the research yet, but I wonder if there have been any research done on, like, are there, like, gay bees? Are there gay caterpillars? Are ants gay? Can ants be gay? Is there, like, racism are there racism that's present in bees? Like, do they ever, like, bully other people for looking different? That kind of stuff. Oh no, my leg is bleeding. I was just picking on my, oh god, my leg has so many, I have not got clean legs. My legs got so much scars from eczema and fallen, and also, like, lots of stretch marks because I lost a lot of weight, gained a lot of weight. I had just my weight was, like, my weight has been, throughout my life, has been, like, what's that actor? Not Christopher Nolan, but what? American Psycho. Oh no. Oh god. Chris Pratt. No, not Chris Pratt. The Chris. You know? The Chris, you know? The American Psycho. You know, the person. The Chris. Damn it. Why can't I? Oh, I hate it when I can't remember names. Christian Bale. Ha ha ha. Yes, that was an acceptable window of time for me to have figured out a name. I'm very satisfied. I'm very proud of myself for that. Christian Bale. So my body has been like Christian Bale, but my body weight fluctuation, my body shape fluctuation has been like Christian Bale, but not impressive. Just lack of self-control. Just a very, very, very unhealthy and destructive result of mental health issues. And it's just like Christian Bale's body fluctuation came from extreme self-discipline and motivation to like just get into character. My motivation, that I was either too skinny or too like overweight for my like my age and my like my height and stuff. It's just out of pure chaos that's going on in my life. Just I got controlled by whatever animal instinct that I have, that I got at the moment. Sometimes I would just eat too much to forget about the stress. Sometimes I would not eat anything to forget about the stress. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a mess. And I'm okay. I'm a mess. And I'm happy that I can at least laugh about it. I'm happy that right now I'm in a state, today's one of those days where I can just laugh about how I'm a mess. I love it. It's my favorite days when I can just like, you know what? I'm kind of fucked up. Hey, I'm kind of freaked up. But I don't find it sad. Actually, I find it quite funny. Huh. Interesting. Those are the best days, and I'm feeling it currently, so very happy. Well, I've talked about a lot of poop. Lots of poopy poop. Poopy. Lots of poopy shit. Talked about some octopus brain, how octopuses don't have heads, they just have a nose, and they are a nose. I talked about mosquitoes. I talked about stuff. I talked about, I don't know, talked about whatever I talked about. I talked about different talking about stuff. I just let my brain take over. That was a lot of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to publish this, but that was fun. I'm going to go. Thank you for listening, guys. This was me, and this was you. You'll hear me next time, and I will talk to you next time. Goodbye.